Hello dwellers, and welcome to another video. Today we're doing Cities in Motion 2. Now you might be wondering what Cities in Motion 2 is. Well, obviously it's a sequel to Cities in Motion 1. Okay, without any jokes, Cities in Motion 2 is a city building and travel management simulator. Basically what that means is you're going to be able to build your own city and then manage the travel lines of the city, so you'll be able to make new bus routes and stuff like that. And just think of it like SimCity, except you're more worried about how the city itself is doing instead of the individuals, and you should be along the right track, except this has way more customization, and it's really freaking cool. It's also a lot cheaper too. It's like $20 on Steam, so what am I saying? But yeah, let's go over Cities in Motion to, its stuff. So we've got Sandbox, where, you get all this money, and you can do whatever you want, basically. We've got the campaign, and that just has a few pre-built cities. You just play around on it and try to follow all the, little roles that it's trying to tell you. It's like, hey, our travel lines aren't going 3 million miles per hour yet. Please fix that. And you'll be like, okay. And they'll be like, yay, here's some money. And you'll be like, yeah, money. We got multiplayer mode here, which, lets you play with multiple players. So there's that. You can load your game. There's a store here where you can buy like city packs and stuff like that. And my favorite part is the map editor. I'm going to be getting into that very soon. And then you got the profile, so it tells you how many hours you've played and all that stuff. It tells you your basic stats, so you can customize your avatar. I made mine look like Mario, or at least as close as I could to Mario. Change your company. A lot of cool stuff. You can change your logo, make it different. Ooh, I like that one. That one looks like an eyeball. That's a bird. That looks cool too, but I don't know what that is. Oh, that one's just a road. It's a sad face. I like it. I know it's a car on a road, but I'll choose that. But anyway, let's just go into the map editor and let's show you some of the mechanics of this game. So here's the loading screen, and yeah, it's amazing. There's a fat man with a green shirt getting into a tram. So here we are at the map screen. So the basic controls of this game are you move around with WASD. You can zoom in with Q and E, or also just scroll in on the scroll wheel. You can click on the scroll wheel and just move it around like that, or you can hold Z and just move it around too. So you've got that if you don't actually have a scroll wheel. You're not an SOL or anything. So what's really cool, and this is what really impressed me with this game, is the level of detail you can do with building. So obviously it's flat right here, but you can actually make mountains and stuff. It has filters and textures and stuff that, I'm not going to lie, is way over my head. But it's actually intuitive. It's just that I'm too stupid to use it correctly. So I ended up making mountains gigantic and stuff. So I'm not going to do that for this one, just for the sake of having a decent looking city for you guys. Over here we have lots of panels. The interface I really like. It has a day-night cycle, so nighttime, daytime. You can see the sun setting and the skyline rising, and ooh, look at the stars. So beautiful. And if you think nighttime's too dark for you, you can also actually go into the settings and tweak it so nighttime gives you light. But I like noontime. Noontime's good. So we're good. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you the road tool, because what kind of city is it without any roads? Now there's lots of different kinds. So we've got railroad tracks, we've got trolley tracks, we got tram lines, we got regular roads, pedestrian roads, one-way roads, expressways, one-way tracks, all that stuff. And what's really cool is not only the amount of different roads you can use, is that you can actually customize each road to your own liking for where you want to have that road in the city. So, for instance, let's say I want to have a main road for the city. I want an avenue, obviously, because they have the most traffic. They have red lights and stuff like that. So you can actually even click on it and you'll see a preview. So we've got, street lamps and signs telling you to stop and slow down and, whoa, what are you doing? But what's really cool is you can actually change. So right now it has 2 lanes. If I pull on the slider, only has 1 lane. If I pull on the slider all the way over here, it now has 4 lanes. Not only can you change the amount of lanes, you can take off sidewalks, so now it doesn't have sidewalks, so pedestrians can't use it. Now it does have sidewalks. You can also put in a bus lane, so if you want your buses to run on it without traffic, you got that. And you can put in parking spaces too, because people need to park. On an expressway, I don't know why they would do that, but if you're in the middle of the city, yeah. So it's a really easy tool too. So all you have to do is you highlight what road you want to use, and then you just click and drag. And as you can see, we have an avenue popped up, and you can just, zoom out and stuff with the keys and stuff and move it. So all you have to do is after you, clicked in and dragged, is you place another. You actually place a waypoint, and then you can move it around and curve it if you want, or if you just click exactly where you clicked before, it'll end the road. So there you go. So we've got one road right here, and then you can make intersections, obviously. That should be good. Now the way you make another intersection is you actually click on the roundabout right here, because, well, it just makes sense. But we're just, doing this for demonstration purposes. So we've got that. And we're just making a little city here, because I want to show you all the cool things you can do with building a city. So we've got 3 roads. That's more than good enough. So we should probably add some buildings, because just roads without buildings kind of sucks. So what's really cool is there's over like 22 different sets of buildings you can use. You can get more off the shop, but I'm not condoning that or anything. So let's put this little villa here, and boom, I just popped down a villa. Now there's actually a lot of customization. You can rotate it with right clicks. So now I've got my villa facing another way. What's really cool too is depending on where you actually have the villa, the rest of the yard actually changes, if you noticed. So he has like a gazebo. Now he doesn't. It's really cool. And if you're really, really lazy, you can actually just click this button right here. It says generate buildings. And voila, you got instant city. So that's really cool, because I know I'm lazy sometimes and I don't want to make a whole city by myself. That would be a little too much. So that button always works. And you can randomize the colors too. So if you like, I don't like having a yellow building, I want more randomness, it'll change the colors. See, like that mall is changing. Now it's a green. It's a green mall. Look how detailed it is. It's pretty. I just put a tree in it. But I mean, it's just so much customization compared to SimCity or any other city, building game, really. Because I mean, you can put down. There's a light tunnel. You can rotate it. You can put down signs wherever you want. You don't even have to put it on the road. I can just have like a sign out here in the middle of the. Yeah. It ain't gonna do nothing. I'm untamable. You can put bus platforms down. All that stuff. I mean, the amount of where you can place things and how they look together really is convincing to me. Because I don't know about you, but one of my favorite things about SimCity and other games like that is not the fact that, oh, my city's doing good. It's more the fact, oh, cool, dude, I just made like this gigantic mall, and now everyone's going to it. And that's what we all play for, yo. So, I mean, that's the great thing. I'm looking for something cool. I don't know what this is. I put it down there, though. Let's see. So, I mean, the level of detail, because we're just getting into detail, we can actually make like a little construction site if we want to. I have a wheelbarrow right here, and I just placed it down. Here's another wheelbarrow. Rotated it. Got another road. Yeah. And then I can place like, no, you're not a wheelbarrow. Thank you. You can put some pallets down in Pallet Town. Put some crates. Get like like a gigantic. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. Put some rusty crates here. Have fun. And just so I tell you guys again, if you notice the shadows are actually moving, that's because the sun's moving up there in the sky. Hello, sun. How are you doing? Because there's a working day-night cycle. That's pretty cool. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, you get to build a freaking city and then, make transportation lines. So, we're going to close out of here because I just wanted to show you. So, also you can look underground. You can make subways. So, if you wanted to... That's one thing I didn't like about SimCity. Why can't I make a subway? Why can't I... make an overpass? Why can't I make anything like that? In this game, you can. So, for those of you who are like, well, I want to have more detail with how things work, you can. So yeah, that's really about it. So let's just close out of this, and I will show you, what the main game actually looks like when you've got yourself set up. So let's click on the campaign. We'll click on Big City Lights. We'll start. Looking loading screen. That guy is so fat. He shouldn't be wearing shorts. It's okay though. He just wants to be comfy. It's okay. I understand what you fat green tourist man with a red baseball cap that doesn't go with anything else you're wearing. So here is a city. It's a city. So, I mean, yeah. Let's actually tell you how things work here in city. We got roads, we've got people, and we got cities. So let's show you how to make things work. So we've got data panels that tell you how the buildings are, tells you who's working there, all that stuff. Students, business persons, we can tell you traffic density. Everyone seems to be doing fine because apparently no one lives in the city yet, which is fun because I just started this world. Over here in the left corner is where you get notifications from people. So it's like, good day to you. I'm Stephanie York, the mayor of the city. We're glad to have you here. The citizens have been asking for public transport system for a long time. For me, the most important thing is to keep citizens happy and make the city grow. You can get to work immediately. Well, fine. Maybe I will. So let's get to work. First thing you'll need is some depots because obviously you can't send out your buses or trams or anything without having a place where they come from. So we're going to construct a bus depot. We have $100,000 up there, so, be careful. Now, it can't really be that fancy, but we can add the bus depot right here. And as you can see, the road's all nice and actually conforms to it. And that's always a good thing. So we can actually just click on this thing up top. So we're going to get out of building mode. We're going to click on down here. This is a really it's like a really easy interface, by the way, because I can understand exactly what I'm doing. So you got it. And there's also a tutorial. So for those of you who are like, what the heck is Caveman doing? He's too smart for me. There's also a tutorial that teaches you everything. So we've got the bus depot right here, but the buses won't know where to go unless you tell them where a bus stop is. So we're going to have to place a few signs along the way. And as you can see, we have arrows telling you which way to go. And the circle around it is, I forget what it was called, but basically it's how far people will willingly walk to the bus stop, because everyone's lazy. So we're just going to place a few down. If you place it on the other side of the road, it goes the other way. So that's always a cool thing. Just going to place a few more. Go around. You know what? We're just going to be lazy. This bus really doesn't really like anyone. It just wants to go drive around and do its own thing. So we've placed enough stops. And so all we have to do now is click on the depot over here by going over here to, well, if I can find it. Here it is. So it's the transport panel. I'm stupid. Sorry. So you want to create a new line. So we got first line here. So it's owned by Dwellers Inc. And we need this bus factory. So we had the bus depot right here. And we're going to buy a few buses. We're going to buy the Toyota Hayaku because why not? And we're going to then assign it to the line. So we've got bus line 1. We're going to add some stops to it. So the first stop we're going to add is the bus depot, obviously. So here we go. Click on it. We got that one. So then we're going to go down here and just keep on clicking. And you'll see that the buses are going to follow the pathway. And then just go around. Oh, man. If you see how convoluted that line is, that's how the cities work sometimes. It's just like in real life. So all you have to do is make sure that it goes to the stops you want it to, and then it ends at the depot, and you have a finished. There we go. So now it's saying last departure missed because we haven't actually added a vehicle to it. So oh, there we go. Actually, we have. I'm just stupid. It just didn't read it. So here we go. Here's the bus, and so you can just see the bus, and you can like view the bus, and you can actually like follow it. So you can like center the camera on it, and you'll just see it go on its merry way. So that's really cool. You can also add other things such as, metros. We can add trolleys. So you can be like Mr. Rogers and have a little neighborhood in the city here. You can also add trams. You know what trams are, right? They're like tram cars which run on top of the road. Kind of like what you see in like San Francisco. So the way you would do that is exactly the same. It's a really easy system once you get the hang of it. So, I mean, you make your tram depot, you build a few tram roads. So over here, tram track coming out of here. And then you just go, hey, I want to build stuff. Can I please build stuff? And they'll be like, sure, man. Whatever you want. And you'll be like, cool, man. That's great. So, I mean, this is a really fun game. And honestly, I would spend hours just building the city out like this. So, I mean, it's just great. You can also even make subways, again, like I've said before, because subways are just freaking cool. I mean, you can go under the ground. All you do is you go over here, make a metro, put a metro station somewhere. I'm just going to completely ruin this park. I'm sorry, people. You don't need it. You don't need it. So put the subway station here. As you can see, the road's going in. And all you have to do is make a few little terminals go into underground view. There's your value, by the way. It tells you how much your company is worth, all that stuff. If you go over here into the data panel, you can actually just see how well everything's doing. If you go over here into the envelope, it tells you how much money you're making. Apparently, I'm not making much. And by that, I mean I'm losing money by a lot. But that's because we just started out. Over here, you can see your employees. You can change their wages and stuff. There's a lot of depth into this game, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it. So you guys should definitely check it out. If you guys do want to check it out, there's going to be a link in the description below. And, you know, I don't usually plug games, but I do like games, especially when SimCity has been such a butt to me, and there's a better, cheaper alternative. So I'm looking out for you guys, because you guys are awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.